the Bloods. He studied the lifestyle, the structure, the aura. By the time he came back to the Bronx, he wasn't the same. He brought that culture with him, creating his own small set, the 183rd Street Bloods. But trouble followed. In 1992, he was hit with a gun charge and sent back to Rikers. By 1993, Rikers was dominated by Hispanic gangs. The Latin Kings and Yetas held power, while black inmates were fragmented and vulnerable. They were getting preyed on, extorted, beaten. Mack saw that imbalance, and in it, an opportunity. On July 16, 1993, inside the G block of Rikers Island, Mack and Leonard O.G. Deadeye McKenzie did something no one expected. They united the scattered black gangs under a single banner. They called it the United Blood Nation. It wasn't a branch of the LA Bloods. It was something brand new, forged inside the walls of one of the toughest jails in America.
He created an empire, the United Blood Nation.
OG Mack saw African Americans as victimized in prison, especially in relation to Latin gangs. Latin gangs controlled significant parts of the prison.
Mack wasn't just thinking short term. He built structure. He wrote the 31, a rule book that laid down codes of conduct, loyalty, and punishment. Ranks were established, hand signs invented. They enforced power through violence, slashing enemies across the face in buck 50s, scars that needed 150 stitches to close. They wrapped the jail phones in red bandanas, claiming them, taxing inmates for their use. If you dared touch a blood phone without permission, you might end up with a scar forever, a permanent telephone.
About $1.50, they would give him 150 stitches across their face.
He starts imploring his followers to take knives and shivs and sharp objects and slash adversaries across the face as kind of a calling card.
But Mack knew muscle wasn't enough. He needed firepower. His smartest move came when he recruited Pistol Pete and brought S Money Murder into the fold. That alliance was like plugging rocket fuel into the engine. Overnight, the UBN went from protection to domination. They didn't just hold their own in Rikers, they owned it. When Mack got out in 1999, he carried his prison-born empire straight to the streets. He set up around 183rd Street and Davidson Avenue in the Bronx, running drugs, robberies, and prostitution. His army grew fast. 16-year-old kids were being jumped in with 31-second beatings, then handed guns to prove themselves. The UBN spread like wildfire, moving state to state up and down the East Coast. But Mack's reign was short-lived. By 2002, the feds had their sights on him. They dropped a massive RICO case on his head. Racketeering, murder, drugs, fraud, the works. In 2003, he was sentenced to 50 years in federal prison.